J.A.S. Trucking. What's up with y'all though, man? How y'all feeling? We out here, you know. Wonderful Monday. Y'all know I usually do these on Sundays, but my man Jamal is a very busy person, man. He got 10 jobs, y'all, you know. He got 10 jobs, man. It's crazy. Waiting for him to come on. We looking for a good conversation, man. Hopefully a little motivation for everybody, man. You know? Hopefully a little motivation, man. Owner, operator of J.A.S. Trucking. You know? Major moves. We adding them in, y'all. I also want to thank everybody, man, that's going to tune in, man. Thank y'all for the support ahead of time. You know?
Yo,
What's up with you, bruh?
what's going on, my brother?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just cooling, just cooling.
Yeah, man, all is well, man. I can't complain, man. Just trying to
Hey,
get some
man.
things, just trying to get some things right. I ain't get right yesterday. You hear me?
Always.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
I just said, bruh, got 10 jobs, man. So we going to go ahead and get straight into it, man. Tell the people where you from, bruh.
Man, I'm Jamal Smith from Fredericksburg, Virginia, man. Born and raised, Mayfield raised, man.
Man,
It
we just did Dommy last week, and he brung you up in his joint. Y'all was a couple doors down from each other.
best believe it. Best believe it. Same
Yeah,
block. You know what I mean? Howison Ave. You know what I mean? So it was a blessing, man. Growing up, man. When I was always a cat, man. He was always older than me, man. And Dommy, man, he got a lot of wisdom, man. He had a lot of wisdom back then when we was younger, man. Him and his brother, man. And just
absolutely.
hanging out with those cats, man. I remember when they was had the system and Dommy was writing and rapping back then, man, and man, it just brought a lot of wisdom to me, man, and they was always quiet, you know what I mean, and solidly spoken, man. They kept it solid, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, and still is solid to this day, man, and
absolutely.
man, and I heard my dude doing good up there, man. He got out the hood, man, so that's always a blessing, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's J.A.S. Trucking. You do lawn care, moving,
Yep.
junk removal, and car hauling. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
anything else that I'm missing out of that?
Nah, not too much, man. And what it says on when I give out my cards, man. That's what I do, man. So and I always been had the perception, man. Like I started cutting grass about I want to say about 5 years ago, man. And
Okay.
I was driving trucks. I got into that trade, and then I was like, yeah, man, trucks is cool. Driving trucks. I've been driving for 10 years now, but
Yeah,
you don't want to burn out in everything that you do. I love to work, you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I try to just be the guy that just want to have that versatile grind, man. So it's always a blessing, man, where I can run a couple of loads Monday through Friday, or I can run a couple of loads Monday through Thursday, cut grass on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So that was always a blessing, man. And then when I was dealing with the furniture, man, and moving people,
Yeah.
that just grew up when I was like during college and stuff like that, man. I came home, had to have a 9 to 5. Mom wasn't gonna let me sit around. Either I was working out or I was out there grinding. So I just took it in the trait, man. Like being an owner operator, I'm like, man, I could do this on the side. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and then Mr. McDaniel, Charlie McDaniel, he was one of guys that brought me in, and working for his company, man, he just gave me sky's the limit, man.
What's the name of Mr. McDaniel company?
Hildreth United, man.
Okay, he's he the
Yeah.
owner of Hildreth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Charlie Mack, little Charlie. We went to school together. So that it just enlightened me, man.
yeah,
Anybody can make it, man. Small, big, however, as long as you put your mind to it, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Rome won't build in one day. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So as long as you
absolutely.
stick with it and go through every emotion with it, man, and I would say I would just stay down, man. Just stay down.
Yeah,
I
until you
went through
come up.
every yeah, and I went through every emotion dealing with the things that I do now. I still go through ups and downs, you know what I mean? It ain't really picture perfect over here, but
Yeah,
from the outside looking in, it's consistent. You know what I mean? The
absolutely.
consistency is the key, man. Because
It's building.
if one yeah, and if one thing don't fall through, you got something to fall back on, man. And my mother used to always tell me that too. Always have a backup plan, A, B, C, or D. You know what I mean? So, you know, everything ain't gonna work how it is, but you know how it go. You know what I mean? That's just
Absolutely.
you just on shoving it on. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But hey, look, man, I want to tell you, brother, before, what
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I appreciate you allowing me to come on the show, man, and I see you doing this thing, man. You from the hood too, man, so
Man, I appreciate you too,
how
bro.
solid it is, yo. You know what I mean?
I was telling
No,
people, man, I don't. I want to give. I'm doing rappers interviews too, but for people that's in the street, man, it's people that's from the streets that can make a way to not be in the street. You feel me?
facts. And it's people that's in the streets that's from the hood that's not in the streets but got good mind frames, man. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Man, you gotta work hard out here, man. And my pops tell me this, man. He was penitentiary bound, man.
Yeah.
When I was growing up as an adolescent, man. Growing up, going through school, my dad wasn't really there. So, but he used to tell me, man. He said, man, son, it's hard to be the man when he work hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you working hard, man, you stand on that grind, stand on that trap, man. And now it ain't just about me, man. I got a 5-year old kid, man, son, man.
Absolutely.
And it's time to just find that balance because it's like I want him to ball. You know how we used to do back in
Yes, sir.
2008 JM. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? Got that ring, but you know what I'm saying. It's just it's finding that balance from work and I would say this to say this, home and family and him playing football, man. It's now I'm running 3 businesses and
Yes.
doing that you got to find that balance, man. And sometimes it get to you, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know,
Absolutely. So,
yeah,
so my next question is your love for football. That's crazy. You walked me right into the next question, bro.
man.
So the love for football, man. You went to JM as you just said. You won a state championship against the dude that played for the Redskins. He played tight end for the Redskins. What's his
Thomas,
name?
yeah.
Yeah, you Vontae and John John.
Yep, me, Vontae, John, Kilo, who was Bell. Man, it was a whole rocket studs on that team.
Yeah,
It was a
I
whole
remember watching that,
Nick
man.
Crowford, Nick Crowford. I can't forget my offensive line. You hear me?
Yeah,
They, I look. I had over 1,500 yards rushing. You hear
I was
me?
about to
You know what I'm
say you
saying?
was one of the ones that
fifteen
rushed
hundred
for
yards
over a
running,
stat.
all state tailback. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I can't forget that defense, yo.
So
Like
tell
you
them
said,
you went to you what
Kilo had
school
it
you
on
went
lock.
to? What
Jerome High School.
college you ended up
Oh,
going to after you left JM?
North Carolina Wesleyan College. North Carolina Wesleyan College, man. I went there, man. I got there my freshman year. Ended up me, Vontae, John went and shoot, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. It was a heck of a year. I was behind two senior running backs, but I was getting a lot of carries with them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But as they tell you, man, you gotta always. And Serb used to always say, always play before the people that came before us. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I kept that in my mind frame, like, okay, they good, but at the same time, I'm good too. But you gotta pay your toll, you know what I mean, and pay your dues,
absolutely.
you know what I mean. So it stuck with me. But my freshman year was decent, and then my sophomore year, I came out. I was first team all conference running back. I had about 975 yards
Yeah,
in like 10 games and about 10 touchdowns. So they named me all conference running back sophomore year, man, and it was a blessing, man, to just to go through that journey, man. I can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So hey, look, it's in my son now, man. I'm living through my son with the football, man. He,
Absolutely. I
he
was going to go into that. Now you coaching your son, so
he
that it's full circle for you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. He be kicking my game, kicking my tail on the mad, man,
So
and man, he love it, man. He love it, man.
is that something that you want to actually be into? It like, do you want to like go, like your son is going to get older? Do you want to continue to coach him as long as you can?
Well. Honestly, I would say this to say this. It's my son, but at the same time, I want him to get coached by other people too, because you know, with that son and father bond, it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like my son will, I just see him on the field now where he got the game under his shoulders. Now he making plays, scoring touchdowns. So when he don't touch the ball like that, he gets emotional with me. So I'm
yeah,
like, man, it's the father and son thing. Cause he
yeah.
spoke, you know what I mean? My
You
son
can't give
spoke,
him no
man.
favoritism.
Yeah, no favoritism. So it's kind of like he still see me as a dad on the field, which he's still young. You know what I mean? But if
Yeah,
he was to get coached by other coaches, man, and I know it's heck of coaches out there. Shout out to Junie. You know what I mean? He doing his
yeah,
thing at JM. It's man,
absolutely.
and I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of trainers out there, a lot of coaches out there that's doing a lot of things, man. And if he could fall in that trait, man, and I could give him just guidance and pat him on the back and whatever the case may be. Yeah. But best believe that I'm gonna be his number one fan and be at every game. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I'm
Absolutely.
gonna coach him all my life, but when it gets to the bigger leagues, hey man, we turning up, man. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I got my hands in many different things in my business. But at the same time, hey, look, if football don't work out, son, we know how to work hard. You know
yeah,
what I
we
mean?
in here.
We know how to come back to drive them trucks and get that money. You know what I mean?
And
So that'd be the blessing about it, man. So man, he sees how hard I work, and I had him on zero terms when he was about 2 to 3 years old. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So he know how to get it, man. So that's just in his blood. You know what I mean? He a chip off the block, as I can say.
absolutely. I
Yeah,
was about to say I seen plenty of pictures. I always see him with you. You teach him how to load the trucks. You teach him
most
everything that you
Most
know.
definitely, most definitely. And my mom, and look, and his mom and my mom play a big toll in his life too, man. And I give them big shout outs to his mom and to my mother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because they sit down and take time and work with him, man. And he's a big mama's boy, man. So he's very protective over them, man. So it's a blessing, man,
Yeah,
just to see him rise and grind and do what he want to do. But he love his old pops, man. I try to give him that tough love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So you already said that you got your start with lawn care.
Yeah.
So what was your first expansion after you started with lawn care? What did you go into next? The
Well,
movement, correct?
I started with the moving, and then when the moving, I was on a truck, started that, got my CDL, started moving furniture, then I started doing cutting grass. But
Okay.
with the expansion of lawn care that you got onto that, I started getting into different things like mulching, tree jobs, aeration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, we do a lot of I did a French drain last year where I had a backyard. It was flooded and we had to drain all the it was basically like it was flooded and it just needed to
Yeah.
be leveled and flooded, man. We did a heck of a job on that, man. So it expanded over the horizon, man. And then junk
Yeah.
removal and stuff like that, that's just falling apart because it's just like moving, man. When you get
You had
when
the
you get
truck
like
and
a
people
job.
needed stuff too.
Exactly. And then with that junk removal, like, hey man, I'm gonna give y'all some free game out here. When y'all do that junk removal, man, like when you go on jobs and stuff like that, and like people throwing away like hoarders and stuff like that, and you see a
Yeah.
lot of scrap metal, you could take that scrap metal, like say if you got a job and you bid the job, and then now you got your scrap metal pile,
Go
that
take
scrap
that
metal
too.
pay for your labor. So you think about it. You paid you done did a junk removal for 500. and then turned around, made another $300 on scrap metal, you ain't losing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's a good profit for you. You know what I
See,
mean? So everything it gotta make sense. You know what I mean? So, you
absolutely,
know, I say this to say this, man. I try to hustle and just trying different hustles, man, and just get free game out there, man, because a lot of people in this world society, everybody need a helping hand, man. You know what I mean? And you only as best
absolutely,
you only as best as your next as the next day. You know what I mean? So that be the thing about it, man. It's helping one another.
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So what's your next plans, man, with your company? What do you plan on going into next?
Well, well, now I just locked in a contract with this company down in Hampton, hauling lumber. So and it's been a blessing, man. God's been good to me, man, because when I was running, just started being an owner operator, hauling. A lot of people don't like to touch a lot of small companies and a lot of small carriers. So you gotta put your time in. You gotta put your time in, and you know, I would say this to say this. You gotta put your time in to put your work in. And it's all about who you know out here. So I had locked in there, man. I got a cat down in North Carolina, man. An old cat, old school cat, man. He was getting out the game, man, and he was like, man, he was telling me, he's like, man, honestly, man, and it's between, everybody that I tell y'all, just telling you a story, a short,
Yeah,
quick story. He was like, man, you'll do more for me than my son will. You know what I mean? In the sense that, man, if I tell you something to do it, or even if you help me out, when I ask my son that, he makes me wait a while. So, he wanted to be a blessing man, a helping hand to me. And I done bought trailers from him. I got about two flatbed trailers now, two trucks now. So locking into that company, man, and just running direct, man. Now I'm, just seeing that money about to start coming in. It's just a blessing, man. And all I gotta do is just keep my head down and keep working, man. And you know, uh, just going direct, man. Like I said, going through these brokers, man, and they cutting the price on it, and then you trying to try broker loads. It's different, man. So I'm weaning myself towards going back to keeping it solid on the trucking and, man, and just going with that, man. If I can get another about two or three trucks, man, I had a game sold up, man.
yeah.
And then so my son could take over, man. So that's my ultimate goal, man. If you wanna run the show, man, just just setting the foundation for who coming next, my grandkids or whatever the case may
Yes,
be,
sir.
man. So I just want to make sure that they, good, and they set and they know J.A.S. and who started this, man, because it got to start from me, man. So even though I'm
Absolutely.
going through the ups and downs with it right now, man, it's worth it, man. I tell you that, man.
Well, I
Yeah,
want to tell you myself, man, bro, I'm proud of you. Man, keep up the
yes,
good work, bro. Keep going up, man. Don't let nobody ever stop you or tell you you can't, because you
most
did it
definitely.
and you can.
Most definitely, man. And I hope that you know what I mean. That, man, you prosper what you doing, man. Because like I said, I done seen you. And look, I don't even think you've been in the game for a year yet doing this, man.
A couple months, man, just a
Couple
couple
months,
months.
man. And look, man. It's working, man. It's working in your favor, man. God got a story for you to tell, man. So
We'll
that's
keep
that's
going, man.
that's the beauty of it, man. And like I said, man, we here as brothers, man, to help one another, man. That's why I said, man, just doing this interview, man. I was so tickled, man, when you had hit me in the DM, was like, yo, I'm like,
Man,
man, I'm a small kid from the hood, man.
man, no, it's
Yeah.
because, bro, like, that's influential, though, bro. For your story to be a small kid from the hood
Yeah,
and go into what you doing right now, bro, that's inspiration. That's a blessing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. Just, man, like I said, man, I give it all to the man above, man, and just give it all to the people that's in my corner, that's cheering for me, man. So that keep
Yeah,
me motivated, man. Even when I feel down, sometimes I still try to stay up mentally. You know what I mean?
hell
So that
yeah,
that be the beauty of it, man. And like I said, these kids, man, doing this thing for these kids, man, and giving back to these communities, man, and playing football and showing these kids how to play ball, man. That be the time away from J.A.S. and working and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like I said, just trying to do what's right out there, man. You know what I mean?
Keep it going, bro, man. Let them know where to find you
So,
at, man. Tell them your email. Tell them however they want to get in touch with you. They need any jobs done. Go ahead and let them know how to get in touch with you, bro.
J.A.S. Trucking and Moving, man. My man just added me on the T Trill, just added me on me, man. Shout out for him, man. And if you ever need me, man, just get to my page or shit. Shoot, just hit me up in the DMs, man. I got you, man. Landscaping, whatever the case may be. But if you ever, like I said, he the guy that put me on the map right now. So I truly appreciate him for helping me out and putting me on the spot with this, man. Because you never know what might come after this. You hear me?
Absolutely, bro. Man, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you, bro.
Everything real, bro. I appreciate you, my dude.
All right, thank you, bro.
Go.
Gone.